Welcome to the Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. Here's your host, Morgan Colby and Rick Lemon.
What's going on, Fantasy Champs? My name is Morgan Colby. I got Rick Lemon with me as always. It's Poppin' Rick.
What's good, home?
We're here on a Saturday morning.
Weird time to pod.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, I feel like I just woke up, to be honest with you. I woke up, I had 4 marshmallows and like 6 Cape Cod chips. The only things you need in the morning.
4 marshmallows? Is that what you just said?
4 marshmallows and 6 Cape Cod chips, yeah.
That's a nice, nutritious breakfast.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, I told my wife, I was like, listen, I need some protein today. I need to get some protein in, right? So I was going to go make some eggs. And then I was like, do you want some eggs? And she was like, I don't know. She kept on talking about bagels. I was like, I don't have bagels. You want to go to the store and buy some bagels?
Yeah, let's go to the store and get some bagels.
Just to get some bagels? So I was like, I can make eggs, and then it just didn't go anywhere. She's like, is there anything you can put in the eggs? And I'm like, what does that mean? But you want me to put in the egg? I don't understand. So anyway, that was my
cocaine.
morning. Cocaine, yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, that was my morning. I don't know if Rick's was any more eventful than mine.
No, not really.
It
involved a lot of sleeping.
Oh, there you go. And Rick watched probably way more preseason football last night than I did. So, hey, George Pickens making some catches?
I wouldn't say way more. I was definitely playing video games instead.
What were you playing?
I was playing 2K.
You know what I do? So the Madden 24, pre-release, as I pre-ordered it.
Did that come out already?
It's on August 14th. Next week it comes out on August 18th for people who didn't pre-order. So I pre-ordered. Again, I'm playing this game on August 14th. I've been waiting. But what they do when you pre-order games is they do the pre-download. So it downloads the game, but you can't actually play it. So pretty much every day I download the game, I go in and see if it'll let me play.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, if it
so you might get an
glitches,
extra day on it?
If it glitches and lets me play. But I guess they had a whole screw up because Amazon, you pre-order Madden on Amazon, and they sent the discs out already. And if you have the disc for the game, you can play the game.
Oh.
Meanwhile, us download people can't play the game.
Right, because you got to wait for it to show up.
So maybe I should just... Nah, that's not a good idea. Go to the store and spend $60 on it. They don't release the disc game until the 18th anyway, so... Oh, well. But I love Madden. I've been waiting for that. That's my game, so... I've drowned hours of that into...
I'll probably get it eventually.
This is a total Saturday show, by the way. We are half awake.
People probably think we're drunk.
Yeah, we're good though. So anyway, welcome into the pod. Well, we are going to talk about or do a mock draft today, and talk about some different strategies of what you would do at the turn picks. Are you gonna form a team at the turn? Because last time Rick did a turn pick, I think, and then I might have done 12. 2 straight drafts. I don't even know. 10, 12. But Rick and I picked close together. And this one we're going to do the turn picks, get some practice in on the end of round selection. So Rick and I won't be fighting for players, I hope. And we will do that. Before we do, check out our website, fantasychampions.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any other podcasting platforms, please leave a review and share this pod with your friends. If you're watching us on the good old YouTube, please leave a comment. Grade our teams. Grade our teams. Tell us who won the draft. And like and subscribe. So all those good things. Let's jump in without further ado to this mock draft because it's been 4 minutes of Rick and I talking about breakfast and video games.
It's Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning. I mean, were you a cereal and cartoons kid?
A little bit.
Okay, all right. What
Yeah, a little
cartoons?
bit.
Cartoon Network, Disney, or Nickelodeon? Which network here?
Well, I'm younger than you,
Okay.
so the cartoons probably would have been different. But I definitely had two sisters, so there was a lot of Disney Channel going on.
Okay. Yeah.
But I definitely had my fair share of. I would say Nickelodeon is probably
Yeah, it's the goat.
number one for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, yep. See, like Avatar: Last Airbender. I don't know
Yeah.
if that
Oh,
was.
God, yeah. I watched that. Watched that. That was
Oh, you
one
did?
of my
Okay, all
favorite
right.
shows. Yeah. Except I was old then. I was like,
Right. I was a
like,
kid. I was a
yeah.
kid.
I'm like 14 years old watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yep.
A little bit.
That was my.
Trying to think of what else.
Did you watch Rugrats or is that too old?
Too old for me.
Okay. All right.
I had seen a little bit of it, but it was past my time.
Yeah, that was a great show. You know what's funny? I watched all these cartoons when I was a kid, and like they were all in my time, and I'm like, how did they all end? SpongeBob obviously never ended, but like freaking Rugrats. What was the last episode like on a cartoon show?
That's a great question. Is it like a normal episode and they just end it, or is it like a
Is it like a physical
send
ending
off
to a show?
Yeah, who knows?
Anyway, so let's do this mock draft. It should be interesting. Rick has got 101. I got 112. It is a 12-team PPR mock draft again with generally the same. You know what? Let's switch it up. Let's change some positions. If you're watching my screen, I'm changing roster settings. Let's do 3 wide receivers.
Whoa.
We'll do 3 wide receivers this draft. So 3 wide receivers. Should we do 2 flexes or 1 flex? 2 flexes or 1 flex?
2.
2. All right. So we got quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, tight end, and then 2 flex spots. Lots of starting positions on this team. And then 6 bench spots. So we'll start with that. Very confusing. All right. Ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right. Make sure you turn your sound off, home dog.
Oh, my gosh. Good call.
Yeah. I got you. All right. Start the draft. Rick is on the clock. He has 9 hours and 6 minutes to make a pick.
Great. I'll take my time here and look over everything. Yeah, no, I'm not just Jefferson. I will say I don't like having the first overall pick. I don't think we'll see how this goes, but I was just kind of looking ahead, and I'm like, I don't know. But 3 wide receiver Jefferson seems like the first pick. Okay. Before you make your pick, though, we talked about this last mock draft.
Okay, I thought you said before you make your pick, and I'm like, okay, is he about to make a statement, or did I mishear him? Go ahead.
Kelsey at number 2. Is absolutely insane.
I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I like it. Keep doing it because I'm not gonna do it. You morons are gonna leave more players for me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's strong. I'm sorry.
Kelsey go first overall.
I'm just trying. I tried to convince myself that this was a good idea. I really did. I sat there and I thought about it.
But he keeps moving up.
Yeah. What is his ADP? Like, is it 5?
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Unbelievable. I mean, we can't comment on it every draft, but this would be hilarious of a season if he gets drafted in the top 5 in sleeper drafts, and then he ends up just collapsing.
Yeah, that would be. I don't see it happening though with the Chiefs.
No, definitely not. But
I don't see him,
I don't want to say this. Like, this is bad. This is real bad. But like Travis Kelce, I feel like I don't wish injury upon Travis Kelce, but is he due?
I mean,
or is he just a cyborg?
He could be, but he could also be a cyborg. There's players that are just either play through injuries or they just are luckier than others.
Yeah, I mean,
or he's 34.
I mean, he's had a couple of injuries, but I feel like that's most likely to happen. Like, if he plays the whole season, they're going to target him. He's really good. But, like, he's 34 years old, so at some point, like, a kneecap is going to blow.
Exactly.
I got out of bed this morning. I'm 30, and it didn't feel good, so.
Yikes.
I don't know what he feels like in the way, especially after getting hit 100 million times.
He's also probably a fair to say, a much better athlete
much
than
more
either of us.
Well,
so
whatever. Listen, I don't walk out of my house and get hit by a 250-pound linebacker every day.
That's true. It's true.
But anyway, yeah. So I mean, Travis Kelce at 1-2, very interesting. I have a question though, really quickly before I make my pick. For you, right? You take Justin Jefferson 101. What's your 101 in a standard league?
I have not given that much thought. I'll be honest with you.
Standard leagues are not a thing.
I don't know. It'd probably be like, maybe it's Bihan.
You go Bihan 101.
It'd be a running back. Maybe McCaffrey, but like, isn't his whole thing partly because he gets like 70 catches?
Yeah, and so is Austin Eckler.
And so is Eckler.
Would you consider Saquon Barkley? I'm curious.
Maybe Nick Chubb.
Later in the day today and figure out what that looks like in sleeper ADP. Is it Justin Jefferson half PPR though?
Probably. Maybe McCaffrey.
Okay.
It'd be a toss-up.
Okay. Yeah, in PPR and half PPR leagues, you're starting to see this more consistent trend of less running backs go. Right now, I'm 112. The picks after Rick were Travis Kelce, Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase, Austin Eckler, Tyreek Hill, Bijan Robinson, Cooper Kupp, Stefon Diggs, Saquon Barkley, and A.J. Brown. And we had 4 running backs come off the board. Excuse me. 4 running backs come off the board here.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And it's like all the wide receivers are going. And you don't want to follow runs in drafts. You definitely don't want to do that. But we talked about this earlier in the offseason, way earlier in the offseason when the last season ended, and talked about things we learned. And, is there a trend or a shift to the wide receiver position here and the importance of that? Because every league is basically just have PPR and PPR. And despite the fact that there is positional value at the running back position if you get a really good one, because there are so many good wide receivers. Like, if you draft a wide receiver early, you can still draft a wide receiver in the 5th round and get really good value. It's much easier to hit breakouts on that. But if you have 4 really good wide receivers on your team in a regular, like 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, whatever league, if you have 2 wide receivers on that team or 4 wide receivers that are really good on that team, are you going to be able to trade one of those wide receivers to go get a top tier running back? Most likely not. It would have to be a top tier wide receiver and something else to get those top tier running backs. So the value of the running back position is still there, but people are shifting to wide receiver early because if you get one that's really good, like Justin Jefferson with Rick or Jamar Chase or Tyreek Hill even, like, those guys are going to get so many fantasy points for your team that'll just outweigh the running back position. And what do you need to win, championships in fantasy football? You need fantasy points. So it's a very interesting situation. I tend to go running back, wide receiver. Running back, wide receiver early most of the time. Sometimes I'll go to running back or, I've never gone to wide receiver.
I did last year and it would have worked out great. So.
And that was a half PPR. Wait, no, we switched to PPR, correct?
No, it was. I had Diggs and Chase for my first 2 picks.
Yeah, and then you traded Diggs.
But then Chase got hurt, and I traded Diggs. So,
yeah. So, hey, take the L's. But I do have a couple of guys on the board here that are interesting. I wish CeeDee Lamb got taken. I do have him ranked higher than A.J. Brown, but my heart would have taken A.J. Brown. So, there's that.
Why do you wish CeeDee Lamb got taken?
So I could have taken A.J. Brown because my heart is with A.J. Brown.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, see, but CeeDee Lamb definitely the better selection in PPR leagues. I'll probably go running back, wide receiver here, but there is a reality where I could tag team CeeDee Lamb and Devontae Adams or CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra together. And take those 2 guys. Like CeeDee Lamb, obviously going to get 150 something targets. He's going to have a lot of receptions. So like, he's obviously a guy. And then you have Amon-Ra, who is going to get 1 million targets in the slot and catch 1 million passes. So, like, those 2 guys could just rack up PPR points for me if I went to running back. But then I also have a guy that I absolutely love that I'm all in on and think can be the RB1 this year if he gets the full workload. So I'm going to go with CeeDee, and then I'm going to go with Nick Chubb. and make those 2 picks, because when it gets back to me at 312, ain't no running backs available there.
I think you took about 10 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
For your picks.
Unbelievable.
Just to take the 2 guys that I think were the obvious selections.
That's so true. Hey, listen, I had to dialogue the first round a little bit because I wanted to make sure there was only 4 running backs in the first round. Hey,
fair enough.
After my pick, Patty Mahomes, Amon-Ra, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson falling down to 2-8, Tony Pollard, Josh Jacobs, and then Chris Olave. So Rick is left with 2 whole butt quarterbacks and some other.
See, this is why I don't like the 101. I do not like this round 2, round 3 spot.
Yeah.
Ramondre is interesting. He's interesting to me. I think he's been overhyped a little bit.
Every day that goes by that the Patriots add guys like CJ something and not Zeke.
Yeah.
Or what's his name? Zeke or Cook. It's a good day for Ramondre.
Even if they add Zeke, Cook would be different. I think Cook would be different. If they add Zeke, though, I still wouldn't be too worried about it. Like, just looking at the running backs available, I would take Ramondre over Breece Hall because he scares me a lot, and I think they might sign Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Najee Harris or Ramondre, to me, I would probably go Ramondre, and then ETN or Ramondre, I'd probably go Ramondre. Gibbs is intriguing, but I think at the end of the day, I'd probably pick Ramondre, but it's close. I have them back to back.
Okay.
So I think I should probably go him. But I kind of want to see what my team would look like if I take one of these quarterbacks here.
CJ Marable.
I'm going to take Josh Allen.
The guy's name? CJ Marable.
And I'm going to take T. Higgins. And I'm not going to take Ramondre after all that talk.
Oh, boy.
0 RB.
We'll see how this goes.
I got to take the best player available.
He does it at the turn pick, too. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how your team works out with that. I like T. Higgins. I think that's a good pick, but Josh Allen is strong.
We're going to see how it looks.
Quarterback in the segment. Breece Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, Devontae Adams, Mark Andrews, Jalen Hurts, Travis Etienne, DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, and then Jahmyr Gibbs come off the board. I can't stand you, Team 11, you jerks. You've sniped me twice. I got to take notes here if I'm the turn pick in the real draft. Anyway, so obviously when you're, like I said, I've talked about this before. When you're at the turn pick, it's kind of like Rick said, you have to take the players that you like and the best players, that are on the board at your picks, because after you make your selection, you can't really play the ADP game. You can't really play the, who's this guy going to take in front of me? Maybe I can wait. Like, it's just not going to work because you have 12 picks in front of you, or way more than that. You have 23 picks in front of you before your next pick. So, you have to make the selections that are smart for your team. So for me, in a 3 wide receiver league, it's probably smart to add some more wide receivers. There are guys, I think, now that I solidified my top running back slot, there are guys a little bit later that I think I can get away with at the running back position. So here, I think I'm going to stack 2 wide receivers and get my guys. So I'll go with I think I'm going to go with Debo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go Calvin Ridley. And
I like that.
My wide receiver room is pretty much complete here. And then we'll see once I get back to my turn at 5-12 and 6-1, maybe adding another running back, obviously, and a wide receiver, or maybe going quarterback. But Rick made me have 2 flexes, so we got some extra roster spots here that we have to fill, some extra starting roles. After my pick, Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, Aaron Jones, TJ Hawkinson, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Justin Fields, Justin Herbert, George Kittle, and then DeAndre Hopkins. That's high.
Very interesting. So after going receiver, and quarterback, I obviously need to get a running back here. And Kenneth Walker did fall right into my lap here at 4-12. So I'm not super high on Kenneth Walker, but at the spot, I will take him. And then, interestingly enough, I do like DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, Jerry Jeudy. I love. I think I'm very tempted to take Jerry Jeudy here.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should go another RB though. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll go Miles Sanders, your guy.
Oh, my God. I heard Zach Charbonnet had a really good game the other night.
He did. Kind of scares me. We got some guys falling, huh?
After Rick's pick of Miles Sanders, we had Drake London, Damian Pierce, Jerry Jeudy, Chris Godwin. I'm surprised he didn't take Jerry Jeudy. Alexander Madison, Terry McLaurin, Trevor Lawrence, Christian Watson, Kyle Pitts, and then J.K. Dobbins. You know what? Frick you, Matt. I was gonna say Madden, dude. I'm already raging at Madden, and I haven't even played it. Frick you, sleeper, and your massive amounts of kill. What is this? It's not even the 6th round. 8 quarterbacks.
Yep. That's why I got mine.
All right, so I don't know what to do at running back. I'd like to see my rankings, to be honest with you, but I'm not going to switch screens because I don't want to ruin the vibe here on the YouTube screen share. Kamara, no. I like DeAndre Swift. I do like Cam Akers. I like James Conner. I don't mind Javonte Williams here if you're going running back. But I think I'm going to have to go with DeAndre Swift in Philly as my first pick. That's probably the smartest pick. He did kind of fall a little bit, huh?
He rose up boards, I would say, a little bit. Wasn't he 6th round before?
I don't know. Well, good question. Maybe I was thinking of somebody else. Joe Mixon, 4-2. I just noticed that. What the heck is going on with Team 11? They're going to have any receivers left?
Nope.
So I probably should take DJ Moore here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take DJ Moore. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm just going
to do it. 6-1
probably.
For DJ Moore. That's probably smart. The only reason why there was hesitation is just like at 6-1, DJ Moore is a really good value, but the issue that I see specifically with DJ Moore is volume, because I don't think that the Bears are going to be like passing it 500 times this year. They're probably going to be around 475, which is a low projection, but I just don't think they're going to be a team that throws it all over the field. They're going to be more similar to how the Ravens run their offense with Justin Fields. And, it doesn't mean that DJ Moore can't be fantasy football success, obviously, but I just don't think there's going to be in PPR leagues high volume for high catch loads for DJ Moore. So I will leave DJ Moore. I'll put him on my team 6-1, but I don't know how I feel about taking him higher than that.
Yeah, that's fair. Man, all the guys I wanted got picked. I was hoping Mike Williams would come and fall here. I might have taken Hollywood Brown. Dallas Goedert is so gross, but he would be a good pick here.
Dallas Goedert.
I'm going to start off with James Conner. I go RB after starting with 0 RB. And that's a gross pick too, but I think his value there is pretty good. And now here I'd probably want to go back to receiver. I could go Dallas Goedert, but I don't know. It's kind of gross. This is tough. I'm trying to look ahead, see where my next pick would be at. And I don't like the wide receivers or tight ends on the next pick either. I hate the 101. I'm going to be real. I do not like the 101 this year. At all.
Yeah, you're stuck.
I'm going Deontay Johnson.
Okay. Yeah, that works. You don't like Mike Evans? You don't want to take a risk on Mike Evans?
I would rather in PPR take Deontay Johnson.
Oh, Jordan Addison and George Pickens get sniped on my butt. So after Rick's pick, we had Rashad White, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Javonte Williams, Mike Evans, Isaiah Pacheco, David Montgomery, Jordan Addison, Dallas Goedert, George Pickens, and then James Cook come off the board. This would be, in my opinion, the time to probably jump into the quarterback pool. I could either go Dak or Deshaun. And then I think
I will say that I think the board fell quite nicely for what you were trying to do.
What, with Dak and Deshaun?
Considering you need a quarterback and tight end, and that's all that's available right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm also considering not going tight end here. I'm
good.
At 7-12, I feel like it's too high for Deshaun Watson. I wish I had my rankings in front of me. This is annoying. I gotta have these suckers pulled up on my phone.
Too high for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Why? You got problems with that?
No.
All right. Sounds like you got problems with that.
I might not.
So I'm gonna take. I don't know what I want to do. I'm gonna stack Dak and CD.
There you go.
I'll do this Dak and CD stack, and then I'm gonna go Muth. I'm gonna do exactly what Rick said I was gonna do. And then I'll see what happens at the next pick. It's such a weird draft because Rick added that extra flex in there, and we're gonna have to start some of these bottom basement 9th rounders.
I wish I had didn't have a quarterback here now, because I would snag Deshaun Watson so fast.
Yeah.
I'm a lot higher on him than you.
Tua.
Yeah, Tua going ahead of Deshaun Watson.
I think I'm learning something in this draft. Should I share?
What is that?
I might be waiting for a quarterback in the 7th, 8th round. I have to do more. I have to do 100 more of these just to even figure out if that would work. But everyone is taking these quarterbacks so early, and if you can snag one in the 8th, 9th round,
yeah. But the problem is that going to be the case with all drafts?
No. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. No idea.
Right. So I have these two tight ends.
I feel like the quarterbacks are going to fall.
I have Evan Ingram and David Njoku 5 points off from each other.
Yeah.
So I really don't know who to take here. But I'll take Evan Ingram.
Okay.
Because I usually take Njoku. So I'm just going to switch it up. And then at wide receiver or running back, it's a whole lot of mid. Like, now, I'm not going to take him here, I don't think. But are you completely out on Michael Thomas?
That's a good question because it's now the 9th round. But then I'm like, I don't know. I doubt there's. That's conflicted. It's the 9th round, so it's like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with taking a guy like that?
What about Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis is fine.
He doesn't intrigue me though, but I do have Josh Allen.
It's not an exciting pick.
I do have Josh Allen, so that makes it more exciting.
The stack, baby.
Just for the stack. I could go off the board here. Elijah Moore, Devin Arcane, Jameson Williams.
Yep. JMO would be a weird play, considering that you still need you don't even have a.
I do need. Yeah, I forgot that we have an extra spot, huh?
Yeah, you need an extra flex. Somebody's got to play.
You know what? Gosh, everything I'm looking at with Michael Thomas is just so uninspiring. Zay Flowers is interesting too, because I personally think if all three stay healthy, I don't love them, but I don't think all three will stay healthy. And I think there's a chance that Odell and Bateman are out in week 5.
Long game with Zay.
I'm doing it.
Oh boy. Deshaun Watson, Anthony Richardson, Zach Charbonnet, Jamal Williams, Cole Kmet, Michael Thomas, Rashad Penny, David Njoku, Devin Akane, and then Kirk Cousins come off the board. And ready for my pick. Kirk Cousins is a 9th round pick.
Oh.
Somebody's smoking something. So you know what I'm going to do with all this? I actually did not think Gabe Davis would fall to me. And I hate every second of that pick.
How do you think I felt?
But I'm going to do Gabe Davis, and then I'm going to do Elijah Moore.
That's good.
And
that's a solid one, too, there.
So now Elijah Moore's on my bench. I don't absolutely love Elijah Moore, but... Oh, and J-Mo gets taken. I probably should have taken him over Elijah Moore. I totally
That's all right.
Samaje Perine, Aaron Rodgers, Odell Beckham, Dalton Schultz, Khalil Herbert, Cortland Sutton, Jerick McKinnon, Dalton Kincaid, Jameson Williams, and Geno Smith come off the board for Rick's pick at 10-12.
I could go Damian Harris here.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go Bateman.
Oh, boy.
So now I have Zay and Bateman. Then I'll go Sky Moore.
I just broke my sleeper. Hold on. I accidentally backtracked. Oh, whoa. Whoa, I had the sound effects there. Did you hear that?
I did.
So you went Bateman and Sky Moore. Now you got 2 Baltimore receivers. We're just going all in.
I am. Once Odell gets hurt, I'll trade one of them.
We got Thielen, Lazard, Damian Harris, Chig, and then we have Daniel Jones, Elijah Mitchell, Tyler Algier, Jared Goff, Greg Dulcich, and Tyler Higbee. So at this point in the draft, when you get back into the later parts of the draft, in the last 4 or 5 rounds, really it's just about getting players that you believe have a chance of making an impact and some shot plays, if that makes sense. And there's still some guys on the board that can make an impact. Jacoby Myers, Darnell Mooney, 2 guys that I think could make an impact. Considering that I already have DJ Moore, I'm probably not going to take. If I go wide receiver, I'm probably not going to take Darnell Mooney just because DJ Moore is there. At the running back position, you have Singletary, Foreman. A lot of gross stuff. Guys I wouldn't really want to take a shot on at this point in the draft. So I'll probably go receiver again here and go Myers. And then I want to use my second pick to take a little bit of a shot. And the wide receiver room that I'd like to take a shot on is the Kansas City Chiefs with Rashee Rice. So I don't anticipate Rashee Rice working out this year, at least. I don't really have a high ceiling for him, but they're, like I said, like Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, and Rashee Rice, all 3 guys have a chance this year of becoming the wide receiver 1 for the Chiefs. I think Toney obviously has the best chance, Sky Moore under him, and then Rashee Rice. But if one of them takes a step forward like Rice and has a good season, then things could go in a positive direction. So I'll take a shot at the Chiefs room there. And get get him on my team as a wide receiver from the Chiefs. After my pick, Tyler Boyd, Darnell Mooney, Devin Singletary, Bryce Young, Russell Wilson, Sam Laporta, Rondale Moore, Donta Foreman, Jonathan Mingo, Raheem Mostert, and then Rick's pick.
So not bad, Morgan, but you do only have 2 running backs. Thought you should know that.
Yeah, that's all right. I know you want to roast my super squad here, all right, Mr.
I'm not going to roast your super squad. I'm just saying.
Elderly.
You can use some running back depth. That's all.
I probably could use some running back depth. I love the receivers, though.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
No, that solid receiver group.
PPR, baby. Elijah Moore, Jacoby Myers.
Going a little off the board here, getting Roshan.
Oh, you jerk.
And then... I did my projections, and Zay Jones actually, as gross as he is, came out decently for this part of the draft. Doesn't really have a ceiling, but I might go really, really off the board here as well and go get Kareem Hunt, who I think is going to sign with the team any day now.
You did that just because I don't have any running backs.
No, I was planning on taking Kareem Hunt.
Justin Ross.
I just didn't think
people are taking Justin Ross.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Tank Bigsby, Kendre Miller, Romeo Doubs, Ezekiel Elliott, Jalen Hyatt, Nico Collins, Michael Gallup, Zay Jones, Justin freaking Ross, and then Dawson Knox. What are we doing?
I don't understand Justin Ross. I'll be honest. I like him as a dynasty sleeper 4th-round pick type of guy, or you pick up off waivers, but I would not draft him in redraft.
That is just a wild development.
Although, hey, you did say you want to take chances on the Chiefs wide receiver.
No, I mean, that's fine. I'll take chances on guys that were drafted.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, Justin Ross will have one bad week and he will be dropped. And then if you
he was supposed to be a 1st-round pick before he got injured, like Kayshon Boutte.
Yeah. Yep, that's how that always works. All right. See, I don't like any of these running backs, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't mind Jeff Wilson. I don't know if you.
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do like some of the wide receivers, kind of.
Well, you could just keep going and then just trade.
You could keep dumping it in there.
Trade your wide receivers or running backs.
I might, there's some situations where I might go off board a little bit here because, like I said, you get you guys. I don't know.
Kenny Pickett.
I'll just take Clyde. It's a terrible pick.
I mean, you need a running back.
Yeah, whatever.
So it's really not terrible.
I mean, you took Roschon and Kareem Hunt. You reached off the board to take 2 running backs, and you have.
Roschon wasn't a crazy reach.
5 running backs.
Yeah, now I'm set at running back.
Suck an egg. DJ Chark for Carolina is not bad here. In the 14th round, I think it's one of the guys left on the board that actually has a chance at producing fantasy points this year. But I don't know what the ceiling would be for him. I'll just take Chark. What are we going to do?
That's a good pick. Chark was probably the best player available.
Yeah. Gross pick, but whatever. I'll take it.
So after Chark, we got John Mechie, Jalen Warren, Jermaine Ford. Jeff Wilson.
Jerome Ford.
Jerome Ford, is that how you say it?
Jerome
I'm glad
Ford,
you fix that.
Yeah.
Jeff Wilson, Gerald Everett.
I got into a Twitter argument with somebody on it.
Shaheed.
Rashid
Kyler
Shaheed
Murray
is correct.
Derek Carr, Taysom Hill, and Michael Mayer. And now here I am with the last pick, where I'm tempted to go Tank Adele for the laughs. But I will take Kenny Pickett and hope he has some upside. Oh, I didn't even know there was a 15th round.
Yeah, you have one more pick, guy.
Oh, then I'm taking Tank Dell, baby.
There it is. Frick you.
On the Tank Dell train.
After your pick, Chase Brown, Jordan Love, Irv Smith, Tajay Spears, Chuba Hubbard, Jaden Reed, Leonard Fournette, Hunter Renfrow, Zamir White, and then KJ Osborne. And I'm the last pick in this entire freaking draft. Let's go. No one else available. Take an absolute shot. Shot in the dark. Couldn't tell you who it is, though.
Oh, James Cook touchdown.
Oh, are they playing right now?
Yeah, Anthony Richardson threw an interception on his 3rd pass. His quarterback class looking great.
Oh, my God, dude. They look so bad. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Van Jefferson. I actually have grown to love Van Jefferson.
Oh.
Last pick here. I have so many receivers. It's unreal.
Yeah, he is the wide receiver 2 on that team. Yeah, you went a little too...
I went crazy. I went wide receiver heavy. I disregarded my previous comments and said, you know what? I could trade 3 wide receivers for a running back.
You have 10 wide receivers on your roster.
Yeah, it's all right. Look at the rest of these teams with their crap wide receivers.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
DJ Moore touchdown.
Okay.
Oh, my pants are off, bro.
Oh, dude, I got to...
Oh, my gosh.
Are you watching this on Twitter?
No, I got it on... It was a screen pass. He took 60 yards. I got it on my phone.
This is breaking live. This is breaking live. So
this is breaking news live. DJ Moore takes screen pass 60 yards.
Who's on my team right now in this draft?
I don't even know. Who's on my team?
DJ Moore, baby.
There you go. 6th round steal.
This is my team. Dak Prescott at quarterback. You got Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift at running back. Wide receiver, I have CeeDee Lamb, Deebo Samuel, Calvin Ridley. Tight end is Pat Freiermuth, and then my 2 flex spots are DJ Moore, baby, and Gabe Davis. On the bench, we got Elijah Moore, Jacoby Myers, Rashee Rice, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, DJ Chark, Van Jefferson. I took Clyde because there was no other running backs available because Rick sniped both of them when he didn't need to.
Yeah. Hey, they were good picks, all right? They were good picks.
What can I say?
I have Josh Allen at quarterback, Kenneth Walker, Miles Sanders at running back, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, wide receiver, Evan Ingram at tight end, James Conner, Zay Flowers at flex with Rashad Bateman, Sky Moore, Roshan Johnson, Kareem Hunt, Kenny Pickett, and Tank Dell at wide receiver.
Okay. I would give your team a solid B+.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't like the 1-on-1, man.
My team. Grade my team.
Your team.
This is one of my better drafts, I gotta say.
Yeah, I would give an A, but you could have had an A+ if you didn't take so many receivers at the end.
Who cares? I love these
receivers. You need some running back depth.
I can get them off the waiver wire.
Who's your RB3?
Last year I drafted
Clyde.
2 running
He's
backs
gonna be on the
in
waivers
the home
in 3
league,
weeks.
and I went to the friggin' championship.
You need an RB3.
Do I though?
Yeah, maybe not.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, it's always interesting drafting at the turns. Because like I said, you can't really prepare, too much for what other teams are going to do around you. Whereas if I'm like 7 or 8, you know what I mean, I can probably, or 4 or 5, I can usually be like, okay, this guy might be on the board at my next pick. When you're at the turn, you just have to shoot in the dark and get your guys, and that's generally how it goes. And some people are going to do that. I do agree with Rick. The way the draft kind of fell for you wasn't great. Like Olave didn't fall to you at 12.
I wanted Bateman. I mean, not Bateman. I wanted Hollywood or Mike Williams to fall to me in the 6th round as well.
Yeah, and they didn't. But you just weren't left with a lot of different options. And you could have stretched the picks a little bit more, probably like at, 3-1. You probably could have taken. Well, no, you were never going to take Calvin Ridley for T. Higgins. I'm trying to figure out where you could have taken guys too far ahead. But anyway, yeah, it just the way it fell was kind of bad. I like this late. I feel like the teams I'm getting like late at 8.
I like the late more.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 and 3, I don't mind. Like once you get further out, I think it gets better. So like if I had the 3rd overall pick, I wouldn't be mad.
Oh my gosh.
I think 4 and 5 are kind of a tough spot because there's not like a lot of your 1st round pick to me. Like the top 3 players is 1 tier. Like if you get Chase, McCaffrey, Jefferson. Yeah, they are. Chase, McCaffrey, Jefferson.
Yeah.
I would be really good with that. But then if you're like your 1st round pick's Eckler, it's like Tyreek Hill is good, but it's not to me that top tier. Same with Cooper Kupp, Diggs, Behan. So
yeah.
You do kind of move off that. Oh, Will Levis in the game.
Oh, my God. You're watching quad screens right now. Anyway, all right. There is your mock draft. PPR, mock draft 8.0 for the 2023 fantasy football season. We are cruising through the rest of this month. We got like 3 mock drafts to go or 2 mock drafts to go or whatever before the NFL season freaking gets here. It's crazy. Be sure to listen next week when we get more content out to you. And we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Fantasy Champions Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and YouTube and follow us on Twitter @TheFFChamps.